What's up, guys? It's the real Corey Tenderson, and today, guys, we are finally going to be doing another ranking video. Um, and today we're going to be doing Stranger Things. Um, Now you're probably thinking, what do you mean, Stranger Things? Well, I'm talking about the seasons. Okay, I'm not doing the characters. If I were to do the characters, I might do a screen recording of Tier Maker. I might use that website if I were to do that. So, no, today we're doing the seasons. This is something I really wanted to address because Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows. Probably either my favorite or my second favorite. I haven't finished My Hero Academia, but I love it. So, but since I know Logan's like, oh, you can't say it's your favorite show unless you finished it. Okay, whatever, Logan. Um, that'd be like if I watched the first four seasons of, like, I don't know, what's a show with a lot of seasons? The Walking Dead. If I watch like the first three seasons, that still haven't finished it, can't be your favorite show, whatever. But anyways, we're gonna be ranking the seasons. There's three seasons, so once again, worst to best. And I do wanna make it clear, I don't hate any of these. Like I said, I'm optimistic about movies and TV. Sometimes there are things that I don't like, and then sometimes it's like just based on which is the best and which is the least best, which is the least good. So that's the case for this one. So let's get into it. Number 3, Stranger Things season 2. Now, although this is my least favorite, um, it's I'd say it's probably the most iconic season. Being a little risky with that one, but I think a lot of people remember it because they were the Ghostbusters and Halloween and stuff. It's been parodied. It got parodied. I'm pretty sure they did a parody of Stranger Things back in Henry Danger. I didn't actually I didn't watch much of that. I mean, I watched the first two seasons of that show, but then I just kind of stopped. I didn't see that episode, but I know they parodied it, and it was a Halloween episode, and they were the ghost. One character was a Ghostbuster. It was a whole thing. So I'd say this is probably possibly the most iconic. If not, it would be the first one. This is definitely what I would consider the bloodiest. Um, Season 3 had some death, but it was only at the end. This had some really pretty good gore. So I will give it that. However, it's my least favorite because, well, here's the thing. A lot of people thought that season 1 was where they should have stopped. Now, I don't know where the hell you get that from. All right, I thought that I don't see how people can think. I mean, it's your opinion, but I think that it was fine that they did 2 more seasons. But it seems that people hate the third season the most. They're like, oh, it wasn't mysterious enough. Though it's supposed to be a mystery, which is, first of all, BS. We didn't know why the Russians were there. We only knew that they were there, and we didn't know why the mind flare was back, how it was back. We didn't know, all right. Well, we didn't know what the mind flare was planning. All right, there was still some mysterious elements to it. Okay. Um, but the thing is, and people say, I think I've heard some people say there's plot holes in it, but if you're talking plot holes, this season has the most. There's a lot of plot holes in this season. Um, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but if I were to like rewatch the season right now, I'd probably be able to tell you. Um, I just thought that sometimes it could be boring. Like when I was watching with my mom, I got my mom into it. Yeah, it's very easy to get people into this show. For anybody who doesn't like Stranger Things, and you gotta watch it, because if you don't like Stranger Things, 9 out of 10 times it's probably that you haven't watched it. So I got my mom into it, and she was really bored by this season. It can be boring at sometimes. Um, you know, I do think that, but still, like I said, I still like it. But there was a bunch of there was a lot of plot holes in it, and it could sometimes be boring. But still, it was a pretty decent season. Um, yeah, that's about all I can say. Number 2, Stranger Things season 1. Now I know, all right, calm down. Don't go to the comments yet. Don't be that guy who goes to the comments before even letting me explain, all right? Listen, I know that a lot of people think this is the best season, and that's your opinion. That's a very good opinion too. I mean, this was. I want to make it clear. This was very difficult for me to. I was sitting here for a while. I'm like, should I? And I won't. It was very difficult, and I loved this season. This season got me into it. Well, obviously, it literally from the first episode, not even just the end of the first episode, just the first 10 minutes of the first episode, you're hooked. It's amazing. So I just wanted to make that clear. I love this. I thought this was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Stranger Things. The reason I didn't watch it when it came out at first was because I thought it just looked like a cringy teen drama. And if you hear someone else say that, if someone's like, "Oh, I hate Stranger Things. It's a cringy teen drama," that's probably someone who hasn't seen it at all. That's probably someone who hasn't even seen it, because that's what I thought. That's what I originally thought. But I watched this and it was like a horror movie, but a show. And I don't mean a horror show like The Walking Dead or any of those. Nothing against those. I haven't seen them, but nothing against them. But this legitimately, like, I've seen a lot of horror movies, all right? I mean, before this, I had seen stuff like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween. But this legitimately got me sometimes. This gave me goosebumps sometimes. Um, Sometimes the show would give me goosebumps without being scared. I'd get goosebumps a lot during this show. But like those first 2 or 3 episodes, God, those are just so good. However, I do like our number 1 spot a little better, and that's probably why this is under that. Um, and just, it's a really good season, really great. Um, it's not like with like other shows where the first episode is boring. Which nothing against. I mean, that's a lot of shows are like that. Okay, but that's why you don't stop just because the first episode's boring. But this gets you the first episode. It's not boring at all. Um, so yeah, if you're not, it's such a good season. Okay, well, on to the next one. And finally, number 1. Here we go, baby. It's Stranger Things Season 3. Like I said with the number 2, during that, when I was explaining that, like I said, a lot of people say this is the worst season. I don't know how. I have no idea how. And like I said, opinion, you can think it's... But, like, I don't see it. I think it's a phenomenal series. It's phenomenal. Like, seriously, I love that season. Especially that finale. That is an amazing finale. They're not done with Stranger Things. They've said that they're not done with it. It's been official. They didn't even need to say it. I mean, the after credit scene said it all, obviously. And that's another thing. They had an after credit scene. I almost missed that. And then I watched it. I was like freaking ecstatic. I was like seriously, and just the whole finale in general is just so good. It is such an amazing finale. It's so great. It is amazing. Um, from the beginning to end, it's so great. And there's a lot of things that I just love about it. I love how I like how it's in summer now. I like how that's what's so great about this show, is that they do different, like, seasons. And I mean, like, like autumn, spring. Or not seasons, like seasons slash, yeah, seasons. See, the first season was in winter. The second one was during October, and then the third one was in the summer. I think that's great. And this with summer ain't, and summer ain't even my favorite season, but they really nail it. That's another thing. They nail the 80s thing in this show, and I think that especially reigns true with the third season. Um, the first season, I'm not gonna lie, you probably could have told me, like, if you took out a few things, you could probably told me that this took place in, like, I don't know, 2000, or maybe I could have believed that that was like in 2000, like 3 or something. But the second season's a little more, even though sometimes it would really seem modern. But the third season really nails down. They really nail it down with the 80s theme. Um, it's just so great. And like I said, it was difficult from choosing this or the first season. I legitimately had trouble with this, but I had to give it to this one. Oh yeah, there is one other thing that's kind of swayed it a little bit, and that's well, there's two things. Number one was Alexei, dude, favorite That's the second favorite character. My favorite character is probably Murray. Oh, I just spoiled I just spoiled the end of the character ranking, but it's fine. Second favorite character though is Alexei. Dude, he was great. I was so sad when he died. Even the second time I watched him die, when I was watching it with my mom, dude, it still got me. He is just amazing. I love that guy. God, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, there was one more reason. That was Russia, not Russia, not Russia. Sorry, guys. I was had a little breakdown there, but that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, these are just my personal opinions. Don't send in. Please don't go into the comments and be like, "Bro, that's a stupid opinion, dude. Dude, what an idiot, dude. The season 3 was horrible." That irritates me more than anything. It irritates me more than anything whenever somebody does that or someone states their opinion like a fact. It really just does. Um, I just please don't don't be that person. I'm begging you. I hate that so much. You can disagree with me, but please just like don't be an ass about it. Um, Once again, yeah, my opinions. I'll be doing tomorrow or in 2 days. This is coming out tomorrow. I'm filming this at night, so the day after you see this, I'll probably put out another middle school stories. It's been difficult trying to remember stories, even though that was only like a few years ago. But yeah, I will be putting out another one, and please go down to the description below and join my Discord if you haven't already. Uh, Seriously, guys, read my descriptions. Those are half of the fun of my videos. I feel like you guys aren't. Maybe you are. Maybe you just choose not to join my Discord. I'm not forcing you to, but also Instagram. If you have Instagram, follow me on there. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you in the next one.